can attach it to your hat.
No, here it is, right
You
there.
can attach it to anything. It comes with all the attachments. And it's waterproof.
It's still 50%.
Oh, yeah?
And it's waterproof. It goes up to
I don't know.
138
Which
feet
one is this one?
in the water
Is that it?
at 4K resolution.
Do you have the outlet going into the camera?
Oh, no.
Yeah, when
It's
you're
real nice there. I
No.
stayed there. I did an
Okay.
immersion.
Yeah, it looks like it doesn't have anything coming in, right?
It's got
Like,
great.
open
It's like somebody
space.
put it on and feed their dog to see what they do all day when they're gone.
Yeah,
See how they-
My dog's gonna be snoring.
Well, they were
Test
showing
one,
the dog
two, test one,
tearing up the couch and doing all kinds of stuff. I think they put
Yeah,
it
normally we
material,
have this
they put it
out. So what is this thing plugged into right
You
now?
automatically just upload everything. You don't have to. You
Is
don't
it
want
because
to
the monitor's
it's
turned
What
down,
is,
maybe?
what is this
uploaded
plugged
directly
into?
to on the GoPro side. It's got night
This.
vision.
This.
That's a little camera. From what I've seen,
The computer.
So
Alright, take that out.
YouTube videos, just YouTube like GoPro, and you'll see all the videos that people have created with them, and you'll see some crazy shit, bro, like amazing shit. Amazing.
Or did you lose it?
Wait, hold on.
Did you lose it? Because we unplugged from the computer.
But how fucking look at the quadrant.
But did we still, we may still
I
have,
got it back, but I'm
Look at
Yeah,
that.
and that's well, your free fall
Is
is
it on the delay?
hundreds of miles per hour.
Okay.
So that's why I didn't hear it when you plugged it in.
So look at the videos that people
Wow.
create.
Okay.
This is at a base jump for Freedom
Yeah,
Tower.
base jump. With a GoPro.
That's live. Live.
Alright,
I don't know. Where's the
You want to
camera?
actually like?
Somebody must be in front of me. I don't know.
huh?
Do you want to actually just go ahead and take us off Udicci.TV?
Alright.
You can go to that whatever camera we're going to here.
I'm good, you know, bullshit.
Look at this head when I hide somebody.
Way to go, Udicci! Welcome back. We're back.
Yeah.
You know how I know we're back?
Always
Because I'm watching us back. Can you hear me? All right, I'm going to turn us off a little bit here. Welcome back to Udicci.TV, and we are extraordinarily excited, honestly, to be back.
Well, the hotel.
We have a new home now, Studio 252 out at the Hungerford. You can come out here any Thursday night, hang out with us, the first Fridays, the second Saturdays. You just got to come out and kind of see what's going on, but you know what? Tonight, it's going to be cool. Welcome back, the cast.
Yeah, no, that's cool. Yeah, no.
Tess?
Yes. It's good to be back.
It's good to be back.
Yes, it is.
Oh, good.
I'm glad that I turned my computer on at 5:45.
Yes, yes. For those that haven't been following the drama that is Tess, it is because of Tess that we are actually here. That we're at the Hungerford, right? Last year, we were looking for a space, and Tess was like, you need to come here, you need to come here. And I was like, why is that? She's like, because you need to come here, because we can just do great things together. So, yeah, ever since we last left Udicci.TV, we've been working diligently, side by side, day after day. You know, Tess was part of everything that we did, every part of it. And then I get the phone call tonight. Am I supposed to be there tonight?
Did you really do that?
Yeah. I wasn't paid because
Are
you
you
know
drinking?
it's TGIT today. You do know TGIT is, right?
TGIT.
Thank God it's Thursday.
No, that only works on
Grey's
Friday.
Anatomy,
You know what? All right.
Scandal, How to Get Away with Murder.
Come sit
That's
down
on
over here.
TGIT.
Really?
Mr. Lucky, Caesar.
Thank you
Julio,
for the internet.
Julio takes the stage here for a minute. And we can figure out
You know what we still need, though?
Random dude I have ever met in my life.
You know what we still need? We still need a playback monitor
Yes,
to show.
that's what I thought that
From
was.
there. Yeah, we need that.
Something that's on real time too, not lagged.
Yeah, on real time.
that one on real
Not
time.
that
Yeah.
1 or 2, 3 second thing.
No, yeah, we're actually gonna do
Oh,
one.
there we go. Perfect.
There you
Look,
go.
I already have it. Ask and you shall receive. And look, it's on real time. Beautiful.
Actually, you know what? Why don't
Hi,
you run the
Mom.
output here and turn it on?
What's that?
Are you guys talking? I'll solve this.
What's so hard about running under one of those lines over there and just zeroing in on one of the pictures?
I don't know.
You do
We're gonna figure it out.
That's the fact
This is
that I
live
need
TV. When we're on live TV, we figure things out. Which camera? Is it that
figured all
camera?
this shit out last year.
Or the live? I know.
This is
that's all.
2015. Get
This
your
one
shit
over
out.
here.
Get your shit
Right
together.
here.
That one right there?
Yeah.
All right.
We'll get all the numbers and stuff.
Yep, that's another thing. But I mean, that's, get a feel for it. You gotta get a feel for it.
My knees. Okay.
So here we are.
Wow, Julio, you're falling down on the job
We
here.
are here. And it's cold outside.
It's 7
Very, very cold outside. So you're in a warm place.
Okay, all right.
Get out of the temperature. Hey,
He
you see
just
what
got
happens?
started.
You see what happens?
Right,
I thought you were putting a line over here or something.
So I'm sitting here thinking, like, here's Julio. Then anytime the temperature goes down, Julio will never say anything on Facebook about the amount of snow. But he'll always say, yes, we do know that it is Rochester, New York, and it is cold.
And
Thank
it is
you for
cold.
sharing
No,
with
but tonight I posted something tonight. I posted a picture of the temperature that it was when I left work, and a picture of a big snow pile, and I commented, "Do you want to build a snowman?"
Are you going to sing it for us?
No, I just-
but I know that whoever read that will sing that to themselves.
I agree. I
And
like
that's
that.
great, and that's great right there. Except for Tad, because Tad is too manly. He doesn't watch Frozen.
Yeah, I did.
I tried, man. I just can't sit through all the singing. I can't do it.
And if I hear that
It's a
song
singing
one more
cartoon.
time, I'm gonna
Did you
die.
try watching it with your daughter?
No,
Or you
I
try
can't.
watching it by yourself? You know what?
Well, my daughter's
You're gonna be able to
older.
watch it with your grandkid. And you're
Okay.
gonna
I'm
love it.
gonna ask.
And you're gonna love
So, for tonight's show, okay, we need to
You
work
are.
on that.
Alright.
Did you hear
Because the
that?
kids are probably too old.
I actually
Yeah,
did
they're
it too
into
hard, and we're going to
I'm
go.
still into cartoons, but I
All right,
can't get
so,
It's a good cartoon.
for tonight's
But it is
show,
not-
by the way,
it's not
complete the ability, we did that.
oh, we have an agenda. We have an agenda.
Spotlighting.
Well, that's the reason.
All right, hey,
Show's done?
I can't be original. All right.
It's like flat. Well, Johnny Carson used to do that, right?
I don't know.
Johnny
I think
Carson
all
would be
of them
like-
did it. All
And
of
he'll
them.
just fling it.
Right, and I think Dave Letterman did.
Yeah,
it.
You know
I
what?
think
So
I
did,
understand.
I mean, the original was Steve Allen.
So that must mean I'm really cool.
But you guys were born.
Yeah, I
No,
know.
we need. See, we're more like Jimmy Fallon.
Oh, that's
You're
man.
more like Jimmy Fallon.
Oh, please.
J Lo was the worst.
He's terrible.
J Lo was
He's
the worst.
terrible. Terrible.
I didn't say you
Says
were the worst.
tag. Spank that ass.
No. Whoop that ass.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And I'm gonna have a shirt for our inaugural show. It's gonna say Real Talk 360, and the back is gonna say hashtag whoop that ass.
All right, and I'm glad you brought that up because we're gonna have to go through some best of last year in preparation for our grand opening. So that's gonna be fun. So our grand opening, right? Just so everybody knows this. When is it?
You know what would be nice?
April 3rd. April 3rd.
April 3rd.
Look at that!
What?
That's new that it's April 3rd. We now know that we have it on camera. April 3rd. You're supposed to be somewhere. Where?
Well, don't forget, my studio's opening, and The reporters are coming.
You got a studio.
Yeah, which means that
Yeah,
you will be where?
At 3:30. I'm upstairs on the
What
third
do you do
floor.
over there?
My caps. I'm wearing my writing.
Your caps.
Yeah.
Hats?
She's got caps.
What do you mean?
Okay, caps
She's
or
the
hats?
lead character in our story.
Not caps.
Where's
Not
Explain
that?
that. Explain the tag.
Swim caps. Caps for people who wear dreads. Caps for people who are going through chemo, women want to cover their hair, stuff like
Okay.
that.
Okay.
So I got a studio upstairs.
Let me find out. Everybody in the studio.
So
Narrator's
tag-
doing my
tag
hair,
that
doing
segment.
some paintings for me.
Tag,
It'll
listen.
be nice, yeah.
Yeah. We
Hey,
will shortly be
you know what we
tagging
need
segments.
here?
Yeah,
We need a hammock.
I thought about that.
You
I
should
did.
get Bob
Back
to
there.
build
Like
it.
right there in that kitty corner area over there.
So we've got to talk about Bob the Builder.
Oh my gosh.
Ever
he's so-
since we've gotten this space, everybody goes, "You got to meet Bob the Builder. You got to meet Bob the
He's
Builder."
so-
I'm like,
Oh, there's a Bob the
he
Builder?
has
"There's
a-
apparently a Bob the Builder."
Bob is an artist, but he essentially is the handyman in this building. So he's building my shelves. The first time I met him, it was on First Friday, and you pass his door, and there's this guy just sitting on this swing, looking like what about Bob? Looking like Bill Murray.
Okay.
He's just swinging on this swing.
Okay.
And I said, that is so cool. He said, I'll build you one in your space if you want me to. But he builds all the shelves and does all the stuff for people.
Yes.
You know, that's what I was saying. I was telling
You know,
Chuck,
I want a hammock in my living room.
he'll build you one.
I don't even care. I live alone.
That's
Give
it.
me the dogs.
But I mean, build a hammock big enough so that we can all sit.
What's this weird shit?
Because I don't want to have
Wait, if we put up a hammock, will you hang out here more often?
You guys, you know what? I'm gonna start charging you.
Actually, but this,
Hang out here.
gotta say though, this is very convenient for him because he lives right up the street.
He's gonna start
So
charging
now
us
he's
to
going
hang
the
out.
trips all the way to
Hold on,
Gates.
somebody's texting.
Well, that's what I said.
We're
That's
very
what it
grateful
says.
for that.
this
Where
location
are you?
is good because now
Location's
everybody
good
else is
for everybody.
out of Gates.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Everybody but me, but it's okay because
live
I come after work.
on Udicci.TV. Dave,
Okay.
yeah, just in case you missed the Facebook posts and all the conversation over the past, say,
Tell you, it
minute,
was Obama's fault.
it was a bomb.
It was Obama's.
All right.
Put down it was Obama's fault. You didn't get the message. You were too busy looking at what he was doing, and you didn't read the Facebook post from Udicci. It was Obama.
That's what I'm gonna do in my living room. I'm gonna build stuff like
So I'm gonna build
little
a hammock.
Pinterest, and they build like nice little couches out of like pallets, and they
Yeah.
put a cushion on. That's what I'm gonna do.
Oh, no, you
Some
can
nice
do
art.
shit like that.
I want to do some artsy stuff in my living room.
Bob.
Just paint
No,
it.
fuck Bob. I'm Rick. I'm gonna do it.
Hey,
Yeah, you gotta go with Bob, though.
Well, okay. I need to
Bob's
talk
gonna
to you
charge
guys.
me an arm and a leg.
He's talking to you about
So
the-
we have to bring in a rating system this year.
Are we on TV? Are we
Yes!
We're live.
Yes,
That's why he's
live
hosting?
tag.
I thought we weren't doing
So
anything.
you need
today.
a red light
This
or
is-
something.
No, we're not doing anything today.
Well, I'm just saying, put a squirt jar over
They
there.
are. Yeah, that'll get quick. Like, hold on, $1? No, hell no, I'm not doing no more.
Yeah, right.
So I only think
How much I
$1.
was charged anyway? Did you charge a lot?
No, not really.
Really?
He'll come in, he'll
Is
just
something he
tell
just
you what.
enjoys to do?
He's an artist and that's just one
Does
of
he
the
live in the
things he
building
does.
too?
Is he what?
Live here?
No.
Are you gonna come?
Who's the guy with the chairs? Those
I don't know.
Fridays. Did you see that? He's got all the chairs up on the ceiling.
And he had a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah, he's
That's
got-
Bob.
That's Bob?
Yeah, he has.
Oh, he had, okay.
It has
They have
all
a
the.
big bunny rabbit?
And he got all kinds of stuff, and then there's doors just filled with stuff.
Yeah,
That's
so
Bob.
that's
Good.
Okay.
Does
He's
he
on-
sell stuff here?
He's an artist. There's mostly artists.
Okay, now I guess let me try to bring you into the story. So let me.
Are you gonna talk about Bob?
No, I guess what we should
Are you
do.
gonna talk about Bob?
Can I
Now I'm
please-
interested in Bob.
I'm gonna try to like.
Talk about the Hungerford.
I'm gonna
Talk
try
about
to.
What about Bob?
I guess I'm gonna try my
That's Bob's
best.
ceiling.
That's pretty interesting. Let's talk about Bob.
I guess I'm gonna try my best to explain to you why you're here.
I want to tell you exactly why I'm here. I'm
Okay.
here for your entertainment. Okay?
I'm glad we agree.
Finally,
All
somebody
right.
said
Absolutely
she would
agree.
entertain you.
Why I'm entertaining? What am I, a clown? Clown?
Funny what? Funny like a clown?
What, like a clown? All right, the sidekick tag. Yes.
What'd you say? What the hell did he just say?
The side.
A sidekick.
Sideshow Bob.
So this year, down at Udicci.TV, you can obviously see that things are already changing. And when we talk about actually cast and characters, we actually absolutely mean it. Everybody's back from last year, so we have and we have a growing cast. We have a few more people that will be joining us this year, a couple new shows that will be jumping off, and that's all we're really doing to talk about this tonight. And You know what we could do is change up our set just a little bit, get everybody in, and let's move that on. So let's just go to a short, I don't know, something break. We'll be back after
This
that.
whole show is a break. What are you talking about? This is one long ass commercial. I don't know why we take breaks. Who's paying for these commercials?
What's that?
Who's paying for these? What commercial break? Who's the commercial on? What's it about?
Whose name is on the wall?
All right.
Part of Udicci?
Last I checked, we are under the umbrella of Udicci.
That's
or
right.
Udicci.
So all we need to do is find out, like now, let's make money.
I have no problem with that. I like money.
All right, I need some.
Well, we can start with
No, I'm not trying to get in the shop.
Yeah, we're gonna
What's
get
that?
Okay.
So, man,
You want a comfortable chair? Pick up on your chair.
What's that?
I'm gonna have to pick one of the brown ones.
I can't hear you.
No, that's good.
All right, good. I'm glad. All right, so what are we gonna do here?
Dude, I thought you would have had some little finger food or something.
Oh wait, you know what? I can't.
That's on Friday.
All right, you're
There's
gonna
chips.
know this a
There's
little
chips in the
bit.
closet.
We're gonna have to leave this as it is because the mics are on that.
Yeah.
Want to just widen up that other shot? What's that?
Good shot.
All right.
This one don't go any
Widen
wider.
up that one.
Doesn't go.
I was just gonna.
What's that?
Doesn't go any wider.
Oh my God, this is that. There's food in here.
I found mother load.
We're gonna have to have.
Dave says Dave tells me to tell you that he said hi, and that it isn't about fault, but intent and motive.
So Dave, I'll get back to him in 2016 when he can blame somebody
There's
else.
no one.
All right, maybe he's listening. He heard it.
There's no dip.
So what do you think?
I don't know how we're gonna get that. We're gonna have to squeeze.
You know, you guys have to start accommodating me a little bit more, a bit better than this.
Well, hey, if you were here first Friday, you would have got accommodated better.
I'm here first
Yeah.
freaking
Can
Thursday.
you close the freaking, you know,
Yeah, we're gonna have to.
Okay.
always close.
I'm glad you got the one.
First Friday, there was chicken fingers, there was pizza
Meatballs.
logs, meatballs.
Why didn't you guys invite me?
You can move around
You
to
got
the
the same
edge.
invite I got.
What's that?
You can move
Facebook.
around to the edge.
I didn't get no invite.
Yeah.
What do you mean to the
I
edge?
checked. When you talked
Like
drunk,
this?
I checked.
So-
You were in there.
You were just there.
You ignored.
Yeah, you see what's happening
Who
here?
last Friday?
I don't know. That was this Friday just passed.
Yeah.
Nothing, because you posted a picture saying, I'm bored out of my mind, somebody please save me.
Yeah, actually, it was.
That was the
Where
same
is
night.
everybody? And I said,
Yeah. That's what he commented on. I think he commented on that.
Why didn't somebody come through?
You commented that at 10 o'clock at night. We were done already. Tag
If you
posted,
move tested.
I am so full out of my
What was it,
mind. And then I had texted you later when I was at the cigar shop. You were like, oh, I went through Ray Ray's, I came back home, went to sleep. Or something
it was
like
packed
that.
in
But we
here.
were only here
It was
till like
packed.
about, I think, what, like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock?
You know what? I don't like anybody in here right now. We gotta do.
Hey, brand issues.
I like.
Would you stop?
Yeah, Doritos.
Oh, my
Doritos not sponsoring us.
Really? I mean, we can't.
Brandon,
All right,
get out of here.
you good?
I think so.
All right, I guess we're good.
Good?
No.
Okay, get the chips off.
Probably the first.
Yeah, the chips.
Oh, yeah.
You can't eat chips on the air.
Here, you know what I can gift you now?
Get him a plate, something.
Bowl.
Oh.
A picture.
Eat like a civilized person.
Eat like a civilized person, not the paper.
Civilized human being.
Everywhere.
What is the problem? Why did you give me a bowl? I'm not eating chicken wings. I'm not putting
Put
bones
the
in
chips
it.
in there.
No, why? You think Doritos really cares about our show and he's gonna sue us? Really?
Yes.
Ooh, what a Frito-Lay is gonna call us.
They might. One lawsuit from them.
We're taking those 3 seconds where he goes, and we're just repeating it over and over and over with these eyeballs.
What it felt like was when there's such a close in and go dark.
You start seeing the light.
And then when I did that, I tapped and the light came back. And like another second or two, I've been out.
You would have reached back. You're like, I'm done. I'm out.
Mind you, I'm bigger than him. I'm heavier. There's no way he would have helped me. I would have just fell.
I would have caught you instead of bounce.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we were on.
You would
What
have
do you mean? What are you doing? Yeah, we're going. Oh, you still? Yeah.
You guys
Dude, you gotta go with the flow.
Go with the
He's
flow.
not, he's not.
Tim, too, you gotta get in the rhythm. You haven't
Next
found
time
the
you take a
rhythm yet.
commercial break, make sure we get paid for it.
You know what, dude?
We'll come
You're
back
like,
from the commercial.
you're kind of
What
like,
commercial?
Well, that's what I'm saying. He
She's
didn't.
been working hard.
you're on the same wavelength as Tag.
Tim's been working hard.
No. I'm on my own mission over here. I'm the only one that understands there's no such thing as commercials right now until we get paid for one.
Until he turns
Why
the
would
tag
we cut to
around.
commercial? Why?
Well,
So-
you see, Tag, we actually have a company called Lexington Federal Credit Union that sponsors all of this and allows this all to happen. And we're doing all this community development and helping, so we actually do have these things called sponsors and producers.
We do. Doritos is not one of them.
It
Yeah.
will be when I'm done.
Yeah. But I think he's working on that.
I am good at
And they're both Frito-Lay products. So I can put them both up here.
All right, here's what I say right now. We set a goal that Udicci gets like the halftime show, right? So we can really get like center stage, and when we get the world stage, it's gonna be all about the child sexual slavery, and Tag's gonna sing.
Is there drug testing on this show? This should be drug testing here, man.
But
Wait, and then I can get
say?
up and sing like
What's that?
Beyonce coming on after Annie Lennox kills it.
I have no idea what you just said.
Well, what's kind of funny here is that you actually don't understand it. We are a business. We've been trying to tell you this.
Oh, I understand that. I understand that.
he doesn't know the purpose
No,
to end
Mission.
child sexual slavery.
no, the purpose is so that you can eat Doritos. We're good. Anyway,
Listen, man. If I could put a bag of Dorito in every sexually abused child in America,
Do you realize
We
what
just
you
go-
just said?
Yeah,
Do you
yeah.
realize what you just
Cut!
said?
Stop! Go to
You said if
commercial.
I could put
There
a
is
bag
good
of
reason to
Doritos
go to commercial.
in every
Are you
sexually
kidding me?
child-
All right. Take this guy
Wow.
off the show. This is off this show.
what he said
You know, right.
was to end world child.
Sexual
Can you
slavery.
speak?
Yeah,
But you
slavery.
don't put Doritos in them.
But you said I could put
And
it
their head.
That's not what you said.
That's a piece.
That's what I said.
No, you
No, you
didn't.
didn't.
What did I say?
You said put a bag of
Okay, we have
Doritos
lost
in
all
every
control of the
child.
show that we never had
Yeah.
control of to begin with, so it is
So,
really good.
take
So
36.
this is, so
I did not
welcome
say
back
that.
to Udicci.TV this year.
I think this would be,
we're trying this one more
This
time.
might be Tag's last appearance on Udicci's.
There was a
TV.
ratings.
We'll go back to real talk. We'll,
Can
we- wait,
we'll go back to real talk. Well, we don't talk about that.
Can we talk about like ratings?
Ratings are ratings.
They're happening right now, baby. Right now.
All right. Last year, we had ended the season with 40,000 minutes watched on YouTube.
And 39,640 were Tag getting choked out.
And the rate is sliding on.
So last year, so last year, let's just put this in perspective. Last year, our first show was down at Blue Bar and Grill,
That's just
and you were the only one there.
Yep.
And
What, March?
What's
About
that?
a year ago.
Yeah, it's about a year ago.
Almost a year ago.
1 year ago. All right. So we have a goal this year. Our goal originally was 120,000 minutes, but I think we should shoot for 250,000.
What
We
did we
haven't
just
gotten
do?
to the 120 million yet.
What did we just do?
120,000. Sorry.
We did 40,000.
We did 40,000.
And he's talking about
last year.
4 million.
A quarter million. Why
I
not?
told you, they need to do some drug testing up in here,
Oh
man.
my God! Here we go.
Why not?
We just did, how many
So,
shows did we did?
So we aimed for 500,000, and we fall short at 120,000. Did we not reach the goal
Yeah.
that we originally set?
Yeah. And you've got to think about this. You've got to let this sink in. A year ago, it was 3 of us
With no experience.
with no experience. We had no idea what we were
Who's
doing.
three? Who's three?
Hold on.
Julio, Tim, and I.
And then I came out and got 40,000 views.
So hold on. So hold on. I was just about to feed his ego.
Please do.
Can you imagine having you from the very beginning, the kind of minutes that we can do. You think
Now,
$500,000 is that
can
hard?
you imagine if you clone me and there's 2 of me?
Wow.
That's an 80,000
Well,
maybe
right
you
there.
don't-
It'd be like overdose.
So-
People will literally overdose in front of their TVs.
So,
I don't think we want to do that. I don't think we want to do that.
That or they're gonna die from laughter, one of them.
No, they're gonna overdose.
so ratings for last year, if you choose to share.
Against who?
Oh, number 3.
And,
Yeah, we were number 3.
Measured on what? What do you mean? How do you measure that?
Measured
Where
on
did you
this
get that from?
analytics.
Who was number
They have
2?
analytics.
Who's number 2?
Who's number
Who
2,
was
number
number 2?
1?
Amanda Ashley.
Amanda beat us.
Oh, you talking
Oh,
about?
wait, no. He's talking about his segment, number 3.
No.
No. We're like number 18.
Real talk.
Yeah,
We're
no,
not.
no.
No, we're
It's not about this segment.
We know it's not about us.
Guess what was number 1? I know what was number 1.
But does that make sense?
Well, whatever.
She doesn't even know.
The music guy.
Yeah.
Oh.
That was he was incredible.
David Michael Miller was number 1.
David Michael Miller. That
Well deserved,
CD
though.
release, yeah, absolutely. That was a fantastic.
Not yeah, but I think the filming of that, you guys did a great job.
Yeah, that was a
There
good
was
job.
film.
You telling me, hold on, stop all that. You telling me Amanda beat us?
Amanda. Yes. Amanda. So, what is our goal this year, Ted?
40 minutes.
Easily. I told
I agree.
when Chuck.
I don't like that shit,
When Chuck
man. I don't
wrote that
like
to me,
that.
when Chuck wrote that to me, I'm like, okay, I respect Amanda, I respect David
Oh,
Miller, but yeah, they are going to ask next year. What did
With
you-
all the hosts, with all the guests we had,
Yeah,
we had a Super Bowl champion,
yeah,
we had a prize professional boxing champion,
yes,
we had a ultimate fighter champion.
yeah.
Oh, you know who I had? I had Amanda Ashley.
He had Amanda Ashley.
I want to throw the rest of these stories in.
So that's all right. That's good competitive. It's
Oh no, that just messed with my ego bad. I don't like that.
Amanda, if you're watching,
And girl. It's on the fire.
At some time later this year, I would probably look at the actual statistics and we'll figure out who gave it first. Who
I think
gave it
he's
second.
lying. I think he's just trying to motivate us. That's all.
I think.
I haven't actually. We've looked at it roughly,
has-
but
she has a
40,000
whole-
minutes last year.
40,000 minutes, which is good.
40,000 minutes for 1 year, and it started with the 3 of us. Look where we are starting from today.
Well, that's 40,000. Which part of those would belong to us?
I'll get you.
You number 3.
The good news is that like you did beat us out, and we came in with.
Dude, that could have
400
my
minutes.
grandmother on here.
They got 400 minutes.
We got 400 minutes.
400 minutes.
Really?
No, I'm
You
kidding.
need a hug?
Oh, wait a second. Now I forgot to tell you, our name's on all of them. Oh, I forgot about that part.
So even when he loses, he wins. But the whole point is that
It's our job to lose.
I think yeah, and that's what it comes down to. It's not really about their show. It really isn't. It's about us, Amanda, ourselves, Tess. I don't know. Raida's gonna be doing some
I
stuff
don't wanna
this year.
work.
We got Cheyenne and her. She's got her
I'm
clip.
jealous. All I ever see you guys are like traveling the world.
So we're good.
You're down.
This is all
I
about
think
me.
this is healthy competition
I don't
because
like that.
we are going to be able to compete against each other, but healthy competition. And one thing
We'll
that
talk
we discussed,
360.
one thing that we discussed is
I'm
that
pulling the plug on every other show but ours.
so he's literally gonna show up and he's gonna pull the power
Walk in
on.
front of the camera on the moon, everybody.
He's like, oh wait a minute, Amanda Ashley's on. What happened to the power? I have no idea.
I just hit a full moon.
Yeah, we can't win that way.
Just so
Oh,
you're
yes,
aware,
we can.
We can't win that way.
Amanda actually is going to be going on tour from the first part of April till about mid-May, so she's not going to be around quite a bit. And she just asked me to give you this message. What was it? Oh, there we go. She says, Tag, I figured you could use a head start.
Wow. I don't know. I don't know.
All right, tonight's topic in no particular order. Okay, by the way, we're not happy with this set. We're not. I guess what we need to let our audience know more. You guys already get it. This set here, this is just our first
I'm trying to understand.
Right.
He's still trying to wrap his hands around
The whole thing. I'm trying to see who he reminds me of sitting up there right now. Like I don't know, a teacher or something. I don't get it.
That guy who was last year, he had that show that they did from the basement of a bar called Blue Bar and Grill. I saw that guy before. Where was he?
I know Tag knows the bottom of the bag of Doritos. No, that was just the heat kicking in.
Not 3 times. So yeah, the Hungerford building, you guys need to come down and check that out. Is there somebody here?
Oh, is it?
Oh, it shouldn't be locked. Yeah, this is like social. You gotta come on in, and it's kind of cold outside. It's warmer in here.
And the Hungerford building is East Main.
1115 East Main.
Buy them $10 or a slice of pizza or
Door
something.
2.
Right on the
They gotta bring
corner
food in order to
of
come in.
East Main and Goodman,
Right.
basically.
So, but here's the thing that we're thinking about. We'd like to get some help from the audience, if you will, to start designing our sets. How I think we want to do this, and like we've
Because we
talked.
got so many people in the audience.
Could you just be quiet for 5 minutes? Could you possibly do that? Just eat your Doritos, would you?
All 40,000.
One of the things we talked about with, like, say, Allison next door, was seeing if there were people in the Rochester area. So say we had like an interior designer that wanted to come down, build out the set, and get their name associated with that set for a period of time. So we can like actually
Sponsorship.
sponsor out the actual set itself. And for right now we can just kind of, let's give each other promotion. So we thought that that'd be a fun way to start building this out. But I guess what I wanted the audience to know was like, this is just the beginning.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this
It's
is
a nice
just the
beginning, though. I like this set. I mean, for what you guys do,
It's
a nice
alright.
set. It's a nice set.
I say we just hang it up and just do some Smurf pictures on the wall.
I think the Raiders idea was really good though. About using, she
Put some
suggested
hustler pictures behind
hanging
us.
different artists' work on the
Oh, yeah.
wall.
Mhm.
I
I think
thought
so.
that was a really good idea.
Yeah, I think definitely. Like, even
Is this
here.
my better side, Tim?
Right, and then when you get a fee.
So when I'm off the thing.
Oh, you're not on
No
camera.
wonder you don't get any ratings.
Only half is
wonder,
here.
you don't even know. It's like, who's that guy talking that nobody can see?
No, you can see, but you kept bleeding out.
Alright,
A little bit of your.
But yeah, I think that would be a good idea as far as
Live
Yeah.
closer now. I can do
production.
it. I feel like Bugs Bunny. No, that wasn't, yeah, it's Bugs Bunny.
We don't
You
know
would
what you're
jump up
talking
on
about.
the elephant's head.
Looks like almost.
You guys, yeah, you guys.
I'm not coming back until they test them. There's-
They got him in a dinosaur.
You remember what I'm talking about? Like Bugs Bunny would get up on top of whoever's head, and you guys just whatever.
Yeah, no.
You guys like obviously did not have the same cartoons.
We did have.
So
the
the that was a lame
remember
that was a lame transition attempt to talk about cartoons.
So, in other news.
Well, tomorrow is second Saturdays, and on second Saturdays we're going to be doing something with Christopher Williams from last year. All right, and you guys didn't meet him; he was on Amanda's show. So
You know Christopher Williams, he swims. Remember back
But
then?
that's not who he's talking
You
about.
should have went with me on that though. You know what you're talking about,
I
right?
know. but
Gamers
that's
and
not
Stealth.
what he's talking about.
Gamers and Stealth. He actually runs like a little.
Oh, he's got the old school video games.
Okay, yeah, well,
I know who he is.
Okay, oh yeah, and so anyways, we're gonna try to put together something on the second Saturdays we're going on here for the kids in the neighborhood, where we're actually gonna work on possibly creating an Ouya game. And Ouya is Google's platform, and we're gonna try to maybe have them where the kids can develop a stick figure, teach them how to actually create a game, if you will, and then actually deploy it out to Ouya. So we don't know exactly how far that'll get this year. We've got a couple people from our IT that have already committed to saying that they'll come out and kind of be a part of that thing. So we're going to start having Saturday morning cartoons on Udicci.TV this year.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, I don't know when exactly that'll start, but that'll be kind of fun.
Something to look forward to.
We're combining that with something that's called RIOT. It actually stands for Rochester Internet of Things. This actually gets into our technology realm and also in the economic development. That's going to be a part, like a segment. I don't know if we're going to be filming or if we'll just do it socially. We're going to be exploring like different electronics and the different cool things that are going on in Rochester. And Dave is actually going to start helping dissect what's called a Raspberry Pi and Arduino. But it's a way of, if kids want to, we're going to do that on Saturday morning, we're going to try to, so the kids can actually learn that other piece also at the same time. So, thank you for the Doritos, and that's a brief introduction to some of the other shows that are coming on. We thank you for joining us tonight, and we will be right back after these commercials. All right, are we away?
We're faded out.
Okay.
Fade out.
Wow.
Fine.
So what do you want your beats?
That's part of the work done for him.
Alright, we'll figure it out.
All you gotta do is edit. All the video's done, all the audio's done. He just needs to splice and put it together, make it look hot.
Alright,
That's all.
alright.
I mean, I know it's not just all.
But I got you. So we're talking about Real Talk 360, which, this won't be our set. We're gonna be in the same building, Hungerford building, which is what, 1115 you said? 1115 East Main, so make sure you come down, we have more than enough space
Door
for
two.
all of you to hang out. But Real Talk 360, when we come back, we're gonna probably come back within the next, I would say the next few weeks. And we're gonna make sure that we come back with something that really represents what the show's all about for all of you that have actually watched the show. It's gonna really have the feel, the vibe of what we bring.
It is. Very
The
old.
vibe of what we do. So we'll be bringing back some good stuff. What's some of the best memories you have from last year when we were talking?
Him interrupting every time I'm talking.
True, but I mean, I'm gonna have to play devil's advocate and say you interrupted every time he was talking too. So you
Yeah,
guys,
but I mean,
you guys
that's when his ratings went up.
You got this little game going.
That's what
But
the ratings went up.
aside from him interrupting, what was some of the guests, the actual guests that we had, not including Chuck?
Jose, my boy Jose's story was inspiring.
Which, I'll be honest, man, I watched that, I was in Florida,
That's your friend that got
and I
shot,
watched,
right?
yeah,
Yeah, that
and I watched that live. I watched that show live. I was in Florida, and I think, honestly, that was one of the best shows.
It was.
I was the one hosting that, you know.
And I was about to say that I can honestly say something like that, but he would never be able to say that because at the next stage where now he's no longer going to be just fighting in Turning Stone, which is not a bad thing by any means, but I think he'll be on that bigger stage. He'll be on the
Move to the
HBO
next level.
Showtime stage where he'll be
Yeah.
fighting the bigger name boxers, making more money, which is, you know, a blessing in itself. So it's like that's what you're supposed to do. And that's what you're supposed to do. So absolutely. How we doing with it, Tim?
I think we're good. Yeah, we'll continue to have
So
those.
yeah, no, that's what we do.
Yeah, he
But,
just sits down, Chuck's like, yeah, I think we're good. It's okay, we're okay. Don't worry about this.
What-
Yeah,
what's
okay,
this-
so
what's
keep
this on the
talking.
agenda here?
Well, actually, there is one thing that's kind of tonight. I'll pull this thing over. You know the big.
He's trying to be done with this. I don't even know what this is.
One of the this is my plans for tonight.
Using
To
the
go through, to make
transparency.
sure that
They still use
they
those?
go over the lights.
Oh, okay.
So one of the things like I really want to get across this year is that perfection's overrated.
Oh,
Right.
well, we've already established
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, but I like, to me, that's, I look at, it's this whole idea that everything's got to be right, it's got to be now, it's got to be, it's like, no. To move forward, it doesn't have to be pretty, it doesn't have to be perfect, you just
has
move
to be.
forward.
It's
It
gorilla
just has to
TV.
be.
Yeah.
You have, put like this, Chuck, you have more people, or you have too many people that spend so much time planning and so much time invested into what could happen that never actually get to the point where it does happen.
Yeah.
Well,
Because
it's like the start of TV. If you go back and you watch those live TV shows, they stand the test of time because it was real. You know, it wasn't staged.
That's what you
People
want.
were just doing all this wild stuff, and it's classic now. You know, it's not staged.
And I think where we're at, that's the perfect, we're in the perfect arena to be able to capitalize off of that because we want it to be that way. Like if Chuck feels like doing a cartwheel right now,
We can do cartwheel, I
I should be
will.
able to do that.
Right ahead, right now.
will.
I tripled dogs here.
Gotta get us, gotta get us,
I
gotta get us.
tripled dogs here you.
Gotta get us
some straws, so you
Gotta get us. We'll know who won that one.
On this floor, that's not even
I don't think he
level.
still realizes that was set up.
I know that was set
I don't know how it was set up, but I know it was set up.
That was garbage. I can't believe that happened.
Sleight of hand, it's all good.
Yeah, that happens.
Oh,
Chuck is also an illusionist.
yeah, what you guys did. Yeah.
Speaking of illusionists, they got like 7 magicians coming to town.
Here?
Yeah,
Oh, I
auditorium.
remember.
7
Seven of them?
Oops.
7.
Already got that one done, that's good. We're like way ahead of the game, there's
Look at
another
that.
one for
Look at
the.
that. Just keep going. Just keep going.
Well, these are just things in no particular order. We already talked about this one, right? I was gonna, so I can pull it up. Just kind of let you guys know. We've got this. No, we're good. We've got so in March we're gonna try to pull together kind of like a community night. We're trying to target some of the church, the people of faith, to really get involved with getting this message out, right? I mean, we're sitting here we're creating economic opportunity for people. I mean, that's what Lexington's all about. They're getting an accreditation this year that makes them a CDFI, which is a Community Development Financial Institution. It's a little bit different than a credit union, so they can do a lot more to help. And, you know, we've got the platform that we can bring people to help this year. There's going to be so many ways that we can help our city this year that I kind of want to start in the faith community and say, put your actions where your words are. You know?
What do you mean
All about the
specifically?
deal, yeah, call it.
That they need to, like, get involved with promoting the good that's going on. You know, I think that's what we're going to talk about. You know, and we're going to actually develop a platform for, you know, the charities in town, some of the, you know, the churches and whatnot, that we're going to actually give them some management tools that can help them, you know, run their organizations a lot easier. And that's going to be part of our freemium model that we're offering on our platform in return for their help. So we want to help them grow, but we really need some of those organizations reaching out this year and bringing back. I mean, you know, Lexington's really positioned themselves now over the past couple of years to say, hey, let us help. I mean, we're going to be rolling out small business lending this year. So there's a lot of good things going on. What's that?
We need to get Ebony and Carlos on the show,
I thought you were going to say
Okay.
Ebony and Ivory.
because I'm going through their program now.
Okay. And that kind of brings us to you too. You had talked about like doing like HEAL, and you had talked about the health advocacy, but then you dropped that conversation since you forgot you were supposed to be here tonight.
Yeah.
It just so happens she was walking through the neighborhood, which is great.
At 7 degrees.
Yeah.
What was the OBGYN that was here last week?
That Shraddha.
Because we spoke and she said she would definitely be interested in, every doctor I've talked to said they would be interested in doing that.
Okay. So that's going to be, so I think we're still going kind of HEAL, right? It was health empowerment.
Health empowerment.
Advocacy.
Have different issues, public health issues. I think this is a good time to talk about public health, given that people are not getting vaccinated, and we have a measles epidemic, which is unreal, you know. So I think there's some stuff to be done there. I think that I don't know how we would do it, but there's been the past 18 months of things that I've gone through as far as a small business. and the resources I've gathered, I think that's something that could be shared with the audience. That was
That
very.
was perfect, though. That's actually what his character should look like. You put it back on as a cartoon person. That was spot on.
Well, oh,
Take a look, take a look, take a look.
Wimpy,
Yeah, right?
Wimpy.
But more like a, you know, he's like a Goomba. He's like
Oh, that's Wimpy.
Wimpy Goomba. There we go. So I think what I'd like to do is because we're introducing something called Cultivate, which is really where my wife is starting to focus. Amanda's going to be inside of that, and we're going to try to put
Amanda then?
She
everything.
She got to keep
No one
her
ever
ratings
ratings are
up.
up.
She got to keep her ratings up.
You know, you guys are your own kind of media brand this year, and we're going to help you guys grow your media brand. But that's what we're going to do. Is we're going to create one that is going to, largely focus on the same demographics that we were before. So I think that'll fall into a lot of the health
I think
stuff
you
that
let the
we're currently
suits get
planning
away.
too. So
Well, we're going to pilot. Actually, I'm going to pilot a program at the Y with CAPS,
okay,
working with the people who are taking the aqua aerobics class, but also one of the instructors and I are going to pilot something with the kids as far as providing them with caps for free or discounted rates, and we're going to pilot it and see if we can spread it throughout the different Ys. Because one of the things I realized as I was starting to put my stuff together, that the city doesn't have a swim shop.
I mean,
A what?
See?
Well,
I don't even know that.
So, for example, I was at the Y, and so the demographic of people who are taking those courses at the Y is like 40 and up, right? Well, they make special shoes, just like you have special shoes for running. They make special shoes, they make special accessories, caps, all this different gear that people who do those classes take. But if you looking around in the city, you see people with Wegmans bags on their heads. And so the store that I and most of the instructors go buy their stuff at is in Henrietta. You have to go all the way to Henrietta. This lady kept asking me, well, why don't you sell shoes? Why don't you sell shoes? The city has how many Ys with pools? How many pools are there in the city? But there's no place for someone in the city to go and say, I need a swim cap, I need some shoes, I need, wetsuit,
Walmart
whatever it is
doesn't
they
have it.
need. What?
Walmart.
What Walmart in the city?
I'm asking.
But I'm saying, is there a Walmart in the city?
Hudson.
Yeah, but they don't sell that
I'm
stuff.
just saying.
No, but what I'm saying is that they sell it seasonally. But these classes happen 12 months out of the year.
You're talking about like pool shoes.
So why
Yeah.
don't you open up the shop?
Yeah, like what's stopping you?
I
You
have-
should be on Shark Tank. Sound like you got a good idea.
I have a studio.
Well, yeah. So why don't you add additional
shoes
I
products to it?
am. That's what I am going to do.
So now it's gonna be Old Soul Swim Cafe.
That's what we're talking about, is being
That's
able to
exactly it.
start
It's
something.
I'm gonna
We're
stay.
gonna multitask.
I'm gonna stay in the audience.
So I like the audience member
But
better.
so no, I mean we've got the Old
Yes.
Souls Cafe, right? But it's gonna be the Old Souls Cafe and
Egghead socks.
it's Egghead Sex and Swim now, right?
Well, the
Is it
egghead
Egghead
socks.
Sex?
The egghead, not egghead sex.
It's
That's what I heard.
Wow.
That's what I heard too,
I heard
right?
sex.
all right.
You told me to calm down.
You guys need to get your heads out of the gutter.
Okay. Well, you need
I have
to
no
speak
idea what
right.
Egghead Sex even is.
Well, we don't either.
All right. Tell us about. So is it going to be? Are you going to now introduce other product lines?
Well, yeah, that's what I'm thinking about.
Cool.
Just because it was a little old lady and she asked me 12 times, but are you going to get shoes? Are you going to get shoes? And you have to have the shoes, and they're special shoes. And I thought, why is it okay to open a barbershop, and it's okay to open a bar, and it's okay to open a restaurant? Because I'm going through the city grant process, but something that people need.
How many people need it though? How in demand is this?
Do you know how many people take, first of all the kids have to take swim classes as part of their education, right? They have kids classes coming in there all
Why do
year
they
round.
have to wear shoes? Why can't they just go barefooted?
See what I mean? You don't get it.
I'm asking. I'm playing devil.
He's asking the
I can ask anything I
Well,
want.
for a couple of reasons. For safety reasons.
Okay.
And it's
That's what I'm saying.
It's like telling
you gotta tell us the real need for this.
Well, when I do the show, I will. But
I
just
give you
think-
that right now.
Tune in that. Tune in, Ted.
Yeah.
Kevin earned
Is it like
that.
ancient China secret?
No, that was the cliffhanger. No, but seriously, all kidding aside, The same way people who run marathons and racing, there's special shoes made for that. There are special shoes made for aqua aerobics. So like I do hydro spinning. You can't do that barefoot. And then when you're doing the exercises, it's concrete. You're jumping up and down on this floor. So they have special shoes that give you support so that you're not injuring yourself.
Do you feel?
Would know that.
Well, because you don't participate in this.
Well, let me open up your mind a little bit more. You're talking about all the wives in the city. Think about all the schools that have the pools. You think there should be more programs and more water athletic things out there for kids?
Well, given that.
Mind you, there's got to be over 100 pools in this city.
Well, but not only that, minority children have the highest drowning rate
Because they don't know how
out
to
of
swim.
any other group because they don't know how to swim. So that's
And you would think these schools would be open in the summer. And I know they used to be when I was younger, the schools, they would have the pools open. But I don't know if they still.
The county, I think the county does like Genesee Valley.
Yeah.
Pool.
Yeah, the cesspool.
No, but I remember the city schools, like, I remember Douglas, they used to have the pool open and stuff like that, but I don't know.
I don't think they do that. I know they did that when I was a kid too.
Probably
High
like
school.
money.
I mean, these pools don't even get that much use.
Well, I don't know, but I can't speak for the city. I know that the Y has programs year round, especially in April. April is their splash week, and that's targeted toward getting all the kids in the pool and taking swim lessons in April, right?
Okay, so if that's the target, why did they take pools away? Why are they doing more water parks? Or, the stuff that's splashing from there? Because I remember Carter Street and some of these other places, they used to have the little, 3-foot pools and stuff. They got
I
rid of
think this
those.
sounds like a good project for you to take down.
No, hell no. I'm not. I just know because you talking about this and I'm asking because I'm aware of all these things growing up.
Well, you
So-
know what, because I know that a lot of those things that we had as kids, and we had even more when I was a kid than when you guys were kids, is that now they're so afraid that kids are gonna get hurt.
So what's
So they've
okay,
taken away.
Okay, so what's changed today than yesterday?
So now the programs are at the Y. That's why we're
No,
piloting.
no. What I'm asking is why are you so afraid of kids drowning? Kids been drowning for hundreds
Yeah,
of years.
No. They're not afraid of kids drowning. I mean, the issue
The
that
regulations have changed, I think.
the regulations have changed. I mean, it's just like I was telling my daughter the other day, your grandfather used to come and he would bring the station wagon and we would all get in the back of the station wagon
And now,
bouncing
now
around.
it's illegal.
And now
Back
they
in
would
the
take you
day,
to jail.
you
if
could
put your feet
smoke.
back there.
You could smoke in a public environment.
Right.
And they gave you cancer back then. They
Right,
give you cancer
right.
today.
Well, I think
but
most
what
of-
changed?
I think most of us
Okay.
got in the back end of this.
But swimming is a recreational thing. It's hanging out the back
Yeah,
of the train.
Well, I don't see
Are you-
why
are you-
it's
are you-
illegal.
You guys are comparing apples to freaking oranges.
That's not
Swimming is a recreational.
Are you
It's a
telling me-
sport. I mean, it's something that people do to stay in shape.
Are you
and to
telling
have
me
fun.
riding down the road in the back end of a pickup?
I don't know what you guys. I
That's
don't know what you guys.
recreation. So what is that? That's professional?
Well, swimming.
No.
Tag.
I'm
Riding
talking about
back.
swimming.
No, we're not.
Tag. People swim.
No, that's where it all came from. I asked, what's so different today that we're so worried about kids swimming?
Because
that we
the
were
laws
so
have
worried about the
changed.
back in the 50s and
No,
60s.
Regulation and laws have changed.
Because but why is swimming? That means they need to be teaching them even better, get some better programs, effective.
Well, I think what happened is, according
programs,
to natural
get
selection,
more people that
after a certain number of
lifeguards.
years, because we crawled out of the water, I guess evolution has now caught up to us that we died more often.
Okay, in a matter of 20 years.
I know what tag.
No, it
No,
must
tag.
have happened. I don't
What
know.
I'll say, all kidding aside, I don't think that it's necessarily that something has changed. I think that swimming is recreational, but I also think that swimming is also a public health issue in the sense that now the CDC recognizes that all these minority children are drowning.
And that's
because
why
the
they
way-
should do it even more now.
Well, but that's what we're saying. When you start to look at why don't kids go to the pool, okay? One of the issues is access. Do they have access to a pool? Right? I'm just saying.
I'm
Do
listening.
they have access to the pool? You know, the girls. I don't want to get my hair wet, right? And I know from experience that they don't make swim caps that fit our hair. They're too small.
Well, these
I'm
girls
just
start thinking
saying-
they're going to a club when they're going to the pool.
I'm just saying.
Doesn't matter that this. If you got hair like that, what does it matter if you're going to the club or going to the pool?
I'm just going off of what she said.
Well, but I'm
She
telling,
told all the people with a lot of
I'm
hair.
telling you about the psyche of why the barriers to getting people in the water. People are afraid of the water. People will say, "Well, I don't want to get my hair wet." But what I'm trying to say, or what I would hope, is that people understand that there's a health benefit.
Remember, you're talking to somebody with no hair. He's never
I don't
But now,
I'm just saying,
let's go
though, I
back
mean,
to
this
the
has been
question.
going on for
How was it
decades,
for decades
years.
ago that it was okay with all the
Who's
boys,
not
right?
sick off of him? I mean, sanitary.
So now let me have some fun with
I don't
this.
get it. I don't get
What do
it.
you mean you don't get? That's what people said about smoking.
No. Why are we? I don't know. I don't understand that. How are we confusing smoking
You do
with
not understand
hair
that
and water?
because 20 years ago it was okay and now it's not. So
And
what
I still don't
changed?
see.
What changed?
That's what I'm trying to
changed?
decide. I don't see
What
anything
changed?
that's.
We found out that kids were drowning, and we need to do something about it. We found out that there's icky stuff in the pools,
And
and
people's
it would
hair.
be really good if people covered their hair, okay? And if someone's going to participate in the sport, they should have the appropriate gear. That's like saying
The answer?
you're going to play football, but you're going to
Lit-
play naked.
Litigation has created more requirements, and society has determined that choice is less
You
valuable
going
than.
off into
That's what I was trying to
something
say
else.
earlier.
No, but see, you going up there. I mean, would you see? You don't participate, so you don't get it.
Well, I don't
Do
participate.
you?
Well, no, I'm not- wait,
No,
that's
no.
not fair.
But
I'm not going off in a different
I'm just
direction.
saying.
No, you want
Why
to keep
do
it on
football
that one
players
topic,
wear
but he's
helmets?
asking a broader question.
They didn't wear it back in the day.
What?
They did wear. They wore leather helmets.
They wore a freaking piece of freaking leather over
Well,
it.
because
It
they
was
had
like-
the technology.
It was like this. That was the helmet back in the day. That was it. That was
Hold on, I
it.
need to get the picture. That
Boxing-
is the
boxing
picture.
gloves.
Hold on.
What did they wear back in the day?
They just wrap their hands.
They
in
just
it.
rubbed their hands and fought.
All right,
What
let's see.
changed?
I don't
Put on the
understand
box
how
we
they-
had here.
I'm just
I
trying.
understand.
But see, I'm
I can understand the safety of the shoes.
Hold on,
The hats, I
okay.
still don't see the safety in that.
All right.
Well,
Good shot.
you
So
know what the
what's
safety
his,
is with
what's
the
his
caps?
boxing game?
The safety with the caps in general. The
Me,
reason
Joe,
that swim
Wimpy.
caps were invented
All right.
Wimpy
is
Joe
so
Green.
that
Wimpy Joe
you
Green.
can
All right, perfect.
move through the water faster.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you.
No,
I'm
No,
just-
I understand that.
you
That's
move through the
for
water
competitive
faster.
swimmers or
Your
whatever.
hair is contained, so you don't swim into the walls. The idea
The
is
only time I
No,
would
yeah,
be concerned, if I owned a pool and I was concerned about someone wearing a cap, is maybe my filter. I don't want to get it clogged up. That's the only thing I can
And then
think
that's
of.
one thing, and not only that, but not only getting the filter clogged up, but having somebody, and there's been people that have drowned
right.
because their hair got caught in the filter
Right.
and it brought them under the water and they
Right.
ended up dying.
But you see, you don't participate in that.
And even if he did, his hair would
And hair is not an issue for you. I mean, it wasn't an issue for me before because I used to.
I rarely go swimming anymore. I did left all that behind when I was a kid, and I had all my time was.
I go swimming all the time.
And when I was a
Yeah,
kid,
you
we
jump
used to
in that
go.
nasty water over there.
We used to go swimming all the time when I was a kid. We didn't know how to swim. We just got in the pool. We were lucky we didn't drown. But when I went to undergraduate school, they wouldn't let you graduate unless you knew how to swim.
At least tread water, you gotta tread water.
You had to tread water.
You had to be able to do the doggy paddle, you had to be able
Right.
to do certain things.
That's kind of like how I swim now. I forgot how to swim.
So
But
we-
I'm
we
just
get
saying,
tired of swimming.
it's an issue, and it
I don't know
just,
how it was a big issue, but I can see how it's an issue.
well, that's because you're not in that population of people.
But I believe that.
If it's not- if it's not in
very
this
small.
world,
That's what I mean. It's like
it exists.
the anti-vaccination people.
See, here-
How?
Wait.
That's not true.
What do you mean?
You said
How am I anti? How do we go from just the hair caps and the shoes to like
because you can't
anti-vaccination?
keep up, tag.
I can't keep up.
No, because Tess decided it was time to change the subject, and just throw you out there to be run over by like saying, you know what, you're just as bad as these other people who have an opinion.
You know something that's so
I can
fantastic.
have my opinion all day.
You know
No,
what
you can't.
You know
Yes,
what
no,
I-
you
you know
can't.
what
Tess
I
is
love
gonna
about
tell you.
Chuck? You know what I love about Chuck? He gets me.
No, he really doesn't.
Yes, he does.
No, I didn't.
Okay, I think that you don't get him.
Oh, she totally gets
I
it.
get him.
All right, so
No,
I
yeah,
didn't
no,
get neither one of you.
No, she's like, no, we're
I
like,
need to understand that
we're
I
like
might
kindred
have opinions.
spirits. No, we're totally like
He
kindred
knows what
spirits.
I'm doing.
It's funny. I didn't drink and I feel drunk.
It was the Doritos.
Yeah, Doritos, you don't
I went to bed at 4 in the morning last night. And I'm like so underslept right now, and I gotta go home and do an exam for work, and I'm like.
All right, so let's just get that.
I don't cut me
Or
off
wait,
there.
no,
That was
let's
very-
look.
that's a very
Let's
serious
look.
thing right there.
I'm sorry.
That was serious.
I've got to get that.
Where's the sympathy?
What is
there?
with the pass on the 1 yard line?
Oh my God.
I think that was honestly
Can I be
that.
honest?
Yeah.
Can I be completely honest, because we're
Real
do that.
correct.
We'll do Real Talk 360. I think that was a stupid ass play calling on behalf of the coach. But I think the
it was done on purpose,
I think the
though.
underlying cause of that was the only possible person would be Beast Mode, Marshawn Lynch. Marshawn Lynch right
Is the
now,
poster child
in the
for it.
eye of America, in the eye of a certain demographic, in the eyes of a certain, in the football especially, they do not want him
To be
to
the
sit at the
poster child.
podium to accept a trophy for being MVP.
You would have been MVP.
From
He would have
Roger
been MVP.
Goodell.
Sure.
I don't think Roger Goodell would have liked
The whole
that.
NFL.
Because
And
they're
that's-
pissed.
they don't-
They're
that's
pissed
interesting. They
because
don't like
he
it.
won't do interviews, which I honestly agree with him. And we're in the media right now, right? We're in the
Right,
media.
right.
So it's funny for me to say that we're in the media, and I understand his stance on being anti-media. It's because we're here because we want to be here.
That's right.
We're not here because no one told us we had to be here. Granted, Marshawn Lynch makes millions of dollars, but he doesn't make millions of dollars to go in front of the media.
Right.
He makes millions of dollars to
Wait,
put
I-
image
wait,
on the
hold on,
football
wait,
field
wait,
and be
wait.
an image for football.
Well, see now
Image.
here's the thing. Hold on a second. Now let's just get into business because that is business, right? And there's protection of a brand. And if I'm the NFL and I'm saying, all right, you guys have a union that you've hired to contract on behalf of the good of your players, right? And we contract with you that they are expected to do media interviews, and you collectively agreed. Well, what do we do with that? Now we say that he gets to
I have a
break
question.
ranks.
I have a
don't
question,
even
though.
watch football.
And I don't know that they have done
But I have
right?
a question though. Is it that the team collectively has a responsibility to the media to talk?
I don't know what the
But
contract
does
says.
does every one of those
I
6
think there's a contract for every player.
Right, to me it's got to be
That's
contractual.
an NFL thing.
And it
Right.
could be, my thing was, and I loved when he finally did decide, and he said it, I'm here because I don't want to get fines.
Right.
And he
Right.
kept saying it, but there was one point where a reporter tried to play the "we're cool" card. And I don't know if you watched it.
No.
But this was a reporter, Ty. I don't know if you watched it. He said, Marshawn, I don't want to ask you about football because I really respect what you do in the inner community. And I was there when you did something for the ghettos of Philadelphia. And and it was a black reporter, so he felt like we're brothers. So you gotta listen to me. And he said, so let's talk about something that's not football, and let's talk about what you do for the community. And Marshawn Lynch looked at him straight in the face and said, you know what? Agree with you 100%. So the next time that I'm on the streets of Compton, California, actually doing something for my ghetto, for my neighborhood, why don't you show up then?
Right.
Why here? Why now? And the guy was like, okay, yeah, can I? He was like, yeah, I'm telling you, if you want to get an interview from me about what I do in the community, why don't you
Come out
show
for that,
up?
yep.
Because he's like, I don't see none of you show up for that.
Exactly.
He's like, and I think what he wanted to say as an extension of that is, you show up when I smoke weed, you show up when I beat
Domestic
my wife,
violence,
you
yeah.
show up when I break a law, when I run a red light, then the media shows up. But when I do all these good things, nobody ever hears about it.
I think it's a
And
great
that's,
point.
that's
I think
where I
that's a
see
great
his
point.
point, where he's like, you know what, screw you,
Yeah.
because you're
I
over there.
like Marshawn.
And he even said it, he actually did, if you Google it, I think it's on YouTube, he actually did I'm not gonna say a thesis, but he did a long, written out essay for the media on why he doesn't talk to the media.
Nice.
And he broke it down line by line. I mean, he spoke professionally, he spoke very well, and he was like, it's just, you guys take whatever I say, and regardless of what I say, you're gonna make it whatever you want it to be. So I can sit here and say, hey, I wanna do this, and the media's gonna come back, Marshawn Lynch wants to do that, and they're gonna make it because they have that control.
Yep.
Think about how often it happens. TMZ is a great example of media gone bad. Even though we love to hate TMZ because TMZ is the biggest. Doesn't matter. Kris Jenner. I don't care if Kris Jenner is a freaking transgender. I don't care. But they shove it down our throats.
No, they do.
And they'll take the fact that he has long hair. He's got to be transgender.
Like, why is it a
He
big
is.
deal for the media to surround a guy that doesn't want to talk to the media? That is the weirdest thing to me. Like, it makes no
But I
sense.
think.
Well, okay, now to really get into this, what you have to do, okay, so why? Why? Because
Story.
that media is what is currently being paid the most for, which
It's
simply
true.
says that's what society wants to consume. So if you want to see what's being shoved down your throat, that's what society's paying to
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Well,
I
yeah,
agree.
and I think,
100%.
and
I think
don't-
the opposite. I think they create what society should.
It's that too.
Should.
It's
Oh,
that
yeah,
too.
they-
You're going to control what you're going to want to watch.
Hey, look,
what you want to distract.
I am all about like that. There's real issues in
They
media
manipulate it.
control.
I think that's part of it.
Because the news, 90% of it is
I
all
don't even watch
bullshit, and
football.
you're watching stuff that honestly makes no matter in the world or in the life of anybody. Like Britney Spears when she went crazy and she shaved off her head. So damn what? I don't care about that. The Kardashians are like always on the damn TV. What have they done for? I don't care. They have no talent. I have more talent in this pinky right here than all of them put together. They have no talent, and the media just surrounds themselves around stupidity and ignorance, and they force it over here, and they make it, and the way they present it, like it's fun, it's entertainment, it's drama. Watch us, watch this. Why? Honestly, it's to distract us from something else.
Oh yeah, it is.
Well,
It's to
see,
distract us from something else.
I don't watch football, but when I saw him doing the interview and he said, I'm only here because of a fine, the first thing that went through my mind was, he's making a social statement. That in this period of time where we are, there's a very, very, very ongoing negative image being portrayed of black males. And it doesn't matter what they're doing, nothing positive. And football is almost becoming
Yeah.
the poster child for everything negative. And so he has found a way to opt out of that, to take his social stand and say, I'm not doing that.
I'm not gonna say anything.
And he's on, and, right.
I don't wanna say
I'm
anything.
I'm not just gonna do what I'm
Because
contractually required to do.
what would the media do when the whole Ray Rice situation happened? Who do you think the media's gonna come to? Somebody like Marshawn Lynch. Marshawn, what do you think about the whole Ray
Right.
Rice thing? If he says, well, that's really none of my business, that's Ray Rice's business. Oh, so you're condoning domestic
Right,
violence.
right.
So if he says, oh, I'm completely
So now-
against that. Oh, so you're basically standing up against him. No, I didn't say none of that.
They didn't
But-
throw that, in my opinion, they didn't throw that ball because it was a decision that was made by someone in a higher power. Because let me tell you something, football 101.
You're right.
It's second down.
Let me
Second down.
Let me bring it back a little bit. Super Bowl 43. It was a few seconds left to halftime. Kurt Warner is at the 1 or 2 yard line, ready to score. What does he do? He throws the freaking ball. What happens? It gets intercepted by James Harrison, and he returns it for a record-breaking Super Bowl record, 100 yards for a touchdown.
to Pittsburgh.
I'm just saying though, you do not. That just goes to show you, you do not throw the ball.
No, you know that.
You don't throw the ball. You run it. If anything, let everybody go and block and let the quarterback run it in. Ben Roethlisberger did that the 2 or 3 Super Bowls before that when he played the Seahawks. He ran the ball in for a touchdown because you don't throw the ball at the 1-2 at the goal line. You don't do that.
I think that's
That's
essentially
101. And again, I don't think they wanted Marshawn Lynch to be the poster child for the NFL.
And he would've.
And everybody
Think
in their
about
right
it.
state of mind
No,
would say,
I
the ball's
think
on
about
Marshawn.
Think about
Because
it.
the play before that, you seen it. Marshawn got the ball, and he was running like a bat out of hell. And he got stopped right at that goal line, right at like the half-yard line. But you see the way he was running, he wanted that touchdown. And all you had to do was put that ball in his hand, and I
He would've got
guarantee
down.
you,
Maybe on second down,
would have got it.
on third down,
He would have got it.
He would've got it.
He would've got it.
But
He would've
fast
got it.
forward, he scored the touchdown. Fast forward, the game is basically over at that point.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's on the podium. Marshawn, so what do you have to say? I'm only going to speak to you because of the fact that I want to get fined. That's what he would have said because he is, I think, such a real individual that he would not have deviated from his feelings about the media. The press conferences, everything afterwards. You're the MVP of the Super Bowl, so what do you got to say? I'm only speaking to you because of the fact. The NFL would have looked like a bunch of freaking imbeciles if they would have had him saying that. And they already know that's what he's going to say because he's not one of these guys that, look, Marshawn, here's $250,000. Please, say something nice. Because when they fined him $250,000, what did he do? I'm going to speak because I don't want to get fined. So he didn't care about the money.
$250,000.
For the NFL.
And then they were talking about hitting him even harder when he was doing that press conference. because he had his logo, his
Yeah, he had his hat
from
on
his brand.
with his Beast Mode brand.
Yeah. And they was about hitting him for like 1.2 million or something.
So it's crazy. I think it's crazy. I think that play, even if that was the case, the stupidest freaking play, Pete Carroll, that whole entire offensive. I mean, honestly, I know the owner must have been on it because I would have fired him.
No, seriously.
For that play, you
Absolutely,
make it that far.
absolutely.
You make it that far.
Listen, you're talking.
You get right there.
Yeah, but Julio, you can agree with this. The Seahawks have gotten this far, and we've been watching them for the past few years, getting better and better. Like, this team is very good. They went from nowhere to like getting like, oh my gosh, this team, like, they're getting good. They get really good, like, and they're a smart team. You got Russell Wilson, who is really not a great quarterback, but he's a smart one, and he takes direction from smart coaches, and they use the weapons around him. This is not a superior team, with superior players. They just know how to. They're a smart team. They would not make a stupid play like that. Nobody does that one-on-one football.
And for somebody to sit there, I mean, honestly, me being on that offense, I would have audible. And I would
absolutely.
I would have had the coach shoot my ass, but I would have audible. I was watching Richard Seymour. Richard Seymour said on the Super Bowl interviews, they asked him well, the play that David Tyree ended up catching the ball, Richard Seymour wanted to audible that play, and you can see him. They showed the video where he's telling I think it was who's their freaking tight end? New England's.
Gronkowski.
Gronkowski. He's signaling to Gronkowski, and he wants to audible the play, but he didn't get it off in time. The play got thrown out. Freaking Eli Manning gets out of it, throws the freaking ball. He actually had called an audible. No, not on that one. I'm sorry. I'm gonna back up. On the Plaxico Burress.
Yeah.
Because Plaxico and whoever was defending him was like a foot height difference, and they already knew that Plaxico Burress was gonna play that route, and that's when Plaxico went into the end zone. Bro, Eli, all he had to do was throw the ball a foot over the defender's head.
Plaxico's a really
Richard Seymour wanted to audible that play. He didn't get it off, and they asked him, "What was your biggest regret about that Super Bowl?" He didn't say nothing else but not audible that play. Anybody on the Seahawks offense could have called them.
They're all smart enough. And they got trained well.
Everybody said, "You know what? Let's pass right into the middle." That'd be beautiful.
One of the things that I
great.
Russell Wilson came on, and I had to appreciate this from a football side because it was just a different angle for me to hear. But really from a professional side, it's like, so when you heard that call, what did you think? He said, I just trusted the call. He said, we had done that so many times that was the play. And it hit me that, to really be, to your point about this high-end performing team, right? You have to trust your infrastructure. You have to trust all of those around you that they've got your best interest.
I don't believe that. Even the way he walked off. The way he walked away after that play, it's like he took it. He's like he took one for the team. It's like, okay, man, I threw the game. Let me get out of here. Because he didn't stand. Like Eli Manning is notorious for this. He was standing with that stupid just like Russell Wilson didn't do that. Russell Wilson took off. He took off his chin strap and just walked off. Like, damn, I didn't want to do it, but they told me I had to.
I don't know.
The way he walked off was he wasn't shocked.
No, I don't know.
Happened.
I just really have a respect for Russell Wilson, and I think if there was something he wasn't happy with, he would have found a way to express it honestly.
Yeah.
The guy has really been genuine in the media, at least from what I see.
You're not a football coach. What would you have called on that play?
It's a run, right?
It's a run.
But to me though, I think the whole idea
we're not
of
coaches, and I know that we're just.
But it happens.
We're fans,
right?
But it's on the one. I mean, anywhere between the 10 and the goal line.
Yep, you're right.
You're right, especially on second down. If it's fourth down, the game's on the line. We tried running it 2-3 times before. It didn't work.
All I know,
now I'm gonna pass.
4-3 yards and less. You're running that ball.
Yeah, you're running that ball.
Anything more than that, you want to throw it. I also want to throw it in. It's like throwing a bone where there's a bunch of dogs at. Throw a screen pass or do something and run
side.
Why would you throw in the middle where everybody's at?
Again, to your point though, this team came out of nowhere quickly. You've got a guy who's 3 years into the NFL.
Oh yeah.
And like you said, you've got these incredible athletes that are just taking direction from good coaching. So from why wouldn't Russell call an audible? Because he takes direction very well.
Yeah, but he has the power.
He has the power to.
Well,
But
any of
then
the
you got to think
captains-
like, how long does it take for you to be in the NFL before the coaches really trust you to do that audible? I don't know. What do you think?
I think the moment that you get that seat, that you're a captain,
Yeah.
you're trusted. He is the captain
Okay.
of the offense. That's that trust, because I wouldn't make you a captain. It's like we're at war. You know, you're a military guy. We're at war. Okay, you know what, Chuck? I know you want me to go this way, but I just seen 3 snipers right over there. Can we please go this way? Sometimes you might, as a leader, might have to say, you know what?
You got to go that way.
Let's go this way instead.
And
Let's go this way instead. And it might take the one guy to say, no, we're going this. Oh shit, he's dead.
And
Go the other way.
that's kind of, if you will, though, in war, right? Sometimes you do have to send in a team. You do know that one will be sacrificed, or you do know you expect it to work because you trained
You train- yeah,
500
I
times
respect
for that exact
I
thing.
respect that.
And that's and that's what they said. They ran that play so many times with such high,
I don't believe that.
Hey, look, I just think
Until
it's-
you show me video footage.
No, look,
Of
I'm
the Seattle
saying,
Seahawks
look,
running that play like that
I'm
and
simply
executing
saying-
it properly
They can show you.
with the defense
They
and
can show you.
defense.
They can show you that play that they ran 1,000,000 times got intercepted
By a rookie.
by a walk-on rookie
Rookie.
that was
You gotta
working.
love that.
I think he was working
You
at
gotta
Big
love that.
Sporting's Good or something. He wasn't even thought about as a
Yeah,
player. And all of a sudden, here he is in the Super Bowl. That poor Tom Brady felt sorry for him and said, "That truck, I'm giving it to you."
Yeah.
And then realizing that we can talk about this too.
And I guess like the
How much
media
was-
showed up to his house.
It
And he was like,
looks
I'm
like
not
he
gonna
literally
do it.
threw it right back.
How much? Now we can switch topics from football to government.
All right, let's go.
That truck is a $34,000 truck.
Brady's a
$34,000
Did
truck.
you hear about this?
$34,000 truck. So Brady decides he wants to give it to him as a gift, as a token of his appreciation.
But
Gonna give it to him. Brady's gonna get taxed on the truck.
Sure.
$21,000.
Yeah.
But then because he's gifting it, he's getting taxed another $8,000.
Yeah.
So Brady's gonna pay almost $30,000 for a $34,000 truck.
Yeah. That's
What
good.
gives? What's up with this country that we could
What
win
do you
something?
mean? The top 1% should absolutely pay more in taxes than the thing itself is worth.
You don't.
How dare you defend that? He
right.
is a wealthy individual. His taxes should be far greater than the actual purchase
Okay, but
itself.
now let's say I win the same truck. How much am I going to pay in taxes? And I'm in the bottom.
Hey, yeah, right.
I'm in the bottom. Will
Right.
I be paying the same amount?
Oh,
Absolutely.
no.
Absolutely close to it.
You know
Close
what?
to it.
No.
Close to it. Right now, I know at work, if I win something, I got to pay 40%.
Oh, yeah. You got
40%.
Right.
But when
40%.
you give something away,
Yeah, is that stupid?
It's called.
When you
let
give
me
something
blow
away.
your mind. You
It's
may or may
tax.
you may not
Right.
that's bull. You may or may not know this, but and this is one of the reasons why he died poor, and that is Joe Louis.
Mhm.
Joe Louis used to donate a lot. Used to give back to the troops and everything. He used to donate a lot of his winnings, and every time he donated, he got taxed hard for it. I think it was once in jail a few times for tax.
I think the one that I've seen out on the internet that I think explains it simply. Say, we created a cigarette tax thinking that people were going to stop. So why do we keep with income taxes?
Yeah. Well, we created taxes because there were 13 colonies that needed to maintain.
Right.
And I think we're now beyond 13 colonies. And here we are.
I mean, taxes are not a problem. It's the way that they're being. It's the budgeting. It's everything. I mean, taxes are necessary.
Well, they
part of the
complicated
country.
on purpose, so we don't have
Oh,
to understand
absolutely,
it.
absolutely.
Because I mean, try to sit down and have the average person, which mind you, by the way, in America, they write the newspaper at a 6th grade level so that we can all understand it.
Oh, yeah.
But then they write the taxes in the most complicated way that only they understand how it's done.
Only certain individuals understand.
So, and that to me, like,
And that's
I
the
would-
1%. They can actually understand.
They're the
what
one-
reading.
right,
So
right.
they're like, hey, I'm okay with that.
No. The 1% don't understand it. The 1% pay people to understand it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'm sure they're part of the people that actually write some of that too.
But yeah, it's just ridiculous. To me, it was, the point that I was making is that
Well,
we
you
get
get-
taxed so hard on things, and it's like, almost makes like, why would you want to win something? Even though, I mean, honestly, I would love to be one of those people that won the Powerball last night.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
to think that you win a $500 million prize and you walk home with maybe 60 million, which I'll be happy.
I wouldn't even think about
Don't
that.
get me wrong,
I wouldn't even think
but
about
it's
that.
still though, it's all the money that goes, where does that money go? What does that money fund? What does that money do?
Well, it was supposed to fund, which it never did, because there was a time we didn't have lotteries.
It was supposed to help
Before you
education.
were
Right.
born. But
Education.
we were supposed to have, they implemented lotteries because they said that the public school systems were so bad. And that this would be a way to fund the schools.
Oh, but they've gotten better.
But the
Because money
schools-
is always the answer.
Well, but-
right.
but-
the problem
but-
is never the
no,
people,
but-
it's
but-
always money.
But what ended up happening, because when I left New York, they had just started the lottery. When I came back 20 years later, I said, well, the schools are still crappy, so what happened? But what actually happens is, the money, when it's turned over to the school district, they reduce the state funds by the equivalent amount. So that money that they get from Lotto
It's not additional.
is not additional.
It's just offset.
Yeah,
It's like, hold up, you got
they're no
a
further
million from
ahead.
lottery, so we're gonna cut $1 million out the budget from the state.
Exactly.
So you're back to
So
square one.
you're no
Beautiful.
further ahead, the school district is no
Beautiful.
further
So-
ahead than,
So yeah,
but
it's-
now instead you have people who are even more addicted to gambling than they may have been before because there was no lottery.
So now we
you
should
know.
make a law and require the people not gamble.
And I did,
And then we'll look at
Crazy. I
the
mean, we're looking
casino.
at half
I did gamble.
lottery.
I did gamble $2. I did spend my whole
I did
$2.
too.
I didn't win it.
Did anybody win?
I don't think.
Yeah,
Yeah,
two
3
people.
people.
Three people?
Three people.
Oh, let's talk
Man,
about
they're
that.
broken.
No, let's talk about
Consensus.
that though. Let's talk about that. Ironically, one of the people that won
It's in Puerto Rico.
are in Puerto Rico.
What's
So
crazy?
guess what Twitter and guess what
Oh my
this
God.
beautiful country, social media did today? It blew up.
It went crazy.
Why the hell is a country that's not even part of America getting to win the lottery? Why is somebody that doesn't even pay federal income taxes allowed to win this lottery? And social media, it kind of got back to the Mark. You remember Mark Anthony? He sang the national anthem at the Yankees game, and the media was like, "Why do you have a non-American singing the national anthem?" Like, the dude is Puerto Rican. He's from Puerto Rico. It's
But
fine.
wait, don't forget. Don't forget.
If you don't know, anybody who is Puerto Rican is on a pathway to citizenship. So
Pathway, screw you. They are on.
And to blow your mind even more, they were asking why is Mark Anthony blah 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 that whole thing. They failed to forget that it was September 11 attacks. After all that happened, it was
No, who was it that sang the national anthem?
Mark Anthony in the World Series.
Well, it was Mark Anthony. No, but they also had the Italian guy that ended up being prejudiced against Jews.
yeah,
They made him stop.
Pavarotti, right?
No, not Pavarotti.
no.
Not Pavarotti.
What's the-
But I know he was on the elevator at his high-rise
Something,
penthouse, and he made a comment like, "Why the hell do we have all these freaking Jews or something?" And the guy was Jew, and all of a sudden he got kicked out of being. But this guy was an immigrant, and it was okay for him to sing the national anthem. But Mark Anthony, who's American, and Mark Anthony said, "I'm American as apple pie. I was born in the Bronx. I was born in the freaking Bronx." I'm like,
Yeah, but I'm telling you, he
already
already
did
did
it.
it. He already had done it.
And I get the fact that
So-
like that's got to be frustrating. But you look at it like when they do those things where they go out and ask people like, can you please tell who is the president of the United States?
I know.
Well, that's usually Jay Leno, and that's usually like the
Yes.
stupidest people in the
Yeah, I
freaking world.
got you, but come on.
Don't tell them.
If
Like,
you can't name who the, like, I could get not knowing who the vice president is the past 8 years, but or 6 years, but
Well,
Yeah,
the best one I saw, I think it was Jimmy Kimmel, I don't know, I think it was him. He asked people, what do you think about Obamacare? Hate it! You know, people are hysterical. Then the next beat, the same person, what do you think about the Affordable Health Care Act? I think it's a great thing because it takes care of this and it takes care of that. It's the same thing!
But it's, if you put one word and you associate it with one word.
I don't like that.
which-
I don't like that the government wants to tax or charge people a penalty if they're not insured. I don't like that. What I'm thinking behind that is like, next you know, you're gonna start controlling what I have to put in my body.
They already do
they
that.
already do.
Yeah, they pretty much do
I'm
that.
not.
They already
Yeah, no, they
do
do
that.
that. Sorry, buddy. Sorry to break it to you.
Too
It's
late,
already
too
done.
late,
It's
too
already
late.
being done. But,
That's what I'm saying. That's bull.
You've got to rank like 2 and above to not
Right.
be, have force stuffed in your body.
You know, like those Doritos for the children that are being trafficked.
Yeah.
yeah. But no, but I mean,
See, if they get stolen, or
Let's just go to commercial. Let's go to commercial.
They can just go like this.
They're gonna go like this because they'll leave their fingerprints all over. It'll be cheesy fingerprints all the way back to them.
You got issues, bro. You got issues.
All right.
That's not food.
Well, here, we're coming back from break.
Coming back from break.
Come back from
wrap
break.
it up. And we're,
You know, next time provide some good, you know.
but I was just about to talk about that. Next week's menu. Why are you?
He's like, I sit down. Say menu? Okay. All right.
So, are we back?
We are back.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
so
Welcome
yeah,
back
man.
from our commercial break.
I like your hair,
Very good. Yeah.
Little
Are you
sad.
exhausted tonight, by the way?
Dude, I'm beyond exhausted right now.
What's up with that?
I was
He was up
up
to
late
4 in the
early.
morning.
4. I
He
was
was
bed
up
at
to 4 in the
3:30. I
morning.
didn't fall out till like 4.
What were you
What are you
doing?
doing?
Typing, doing some work. I had to, you know, the energy stuff that I do. I had to scan papers and write stuff and do some other, I don't know.
So you were working, so then you know what? Don't bitch about something that's gonna pay you.
I know. I'm not bitching. I'm just saying I'm tired.
Deal with
No,
it.
it sounded like you're bitching. It sounded like right. So yeah, so last Friday, for our first Friday event, we actually were able to cook in here. We
You feel like
baked.
Marchand Lynch?
We kept cooking.
Yeah, we do because we got toast oven. The cookies were freaking good.
Toaster oven. Yeah,
The
that's
cookies
really
were
fun.
good. Yeah, they were special cookies.
Oh, hell no.
No, he made some chocolate. Those
Chocolate and chocolate chip cookies.
those are
we
really
baked
good.
them. Yeah.
No,
Got a toast oven.
You know what? I've seen you eat cookies or something, and no, I'm not eating the cookies.
Okay. And outside of that, we had chicken wing dip. So like if
The
we,
chicken wing dip was really good.
Well,
Yeah, like-
you make it, right?
Meatballs, yeah, but in the
we
crock
need,
pot.
yeah, we need like a
buffalo-
crock pot thing.
In a crock pot.
Really?
The crock
Yeah, it was
pot.
I
good.
love
It
that.
was good. It was good.
Better than yours?
It was just as good.
So what do we want for next week?
You're being modest.
No, just good. I mean, the freaking meatballs were good. You know what? Why not pulled pork?
Why don't you just
No,
take
no,
a-
no, 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 no. I'm on a red meat diet. No red meat.
Pulled pork?
Pulled pork.
That's white meat. Dummy.
Don't you know? It's one of those
That's
things over
white.
the 20
Oh my
years that
God.
changed.
Are
All
you
this other
serious?
pork is white meat.
You need to get the white meat out. It's fat meat.
It's only fatty if you eat the fat.
Just get the
That's the
chicken
best
dip.
part.
Get the chicken dip.
No chicken dip. That's boring.
This guy said, but you know what's
All right, so
funny?
we need
You know what's
chicken
funny?
something.
He said, I'm on a no red meat diet, but he stuffed a whole bag of red potato chips
I know.
down his throat.
I'm too tired to hear this. You know what? Bring whatever
It's
you
nap
want. I'm
time.
gonna eat anyway.
It's
All
nap
right, so next
Yeah.
week we'll have some food out here. Basically, what the plan
We'll make
is
some
on
rice.
Thursday nights for now is what we do is we open the doors at 6:30. We call it half before, where people can come in, socialize, whatever else. Then once we go live, they can stay here, just like our guest tonight was here. We don't have them on waiver that we can say their name yet.
Not yet.
Yeah, you will have to sign a waiver. Can you make a waiver?
Don't
Yeah.
forget.
we got
The download one and just
we got a waiver, right? Yeah, just waive.
Wait.
That's a good waiver.
Just assume that
Let's just go to the waiver.
kind of assume that if you come in, you might be on camera.
Once you shake hands
There's a
and
pretty
tag,
good
you
chance
get
that you might
waived.
have to get tapped out by an MMA fighter guy.
Completely agree.
So then, starting at 7, we'll kind of just do a normal show, which is we'll figure out what that is, and then we'll start at say 8 o'clock with you guys again. We're looking at a few other 9 o'clocks on occasion on Thursday night. And
What did you say? 9 o'clock?
Yep.
That's not happening.
That's late.
So I look at other.
Yours ends at yours would end
I was
at
at
9.
8 o'clock.
Okay,
It's
good.
9 o'clock.
Because I mean, I'm getting closer and closer to start bringing my own little drug test for you because you sounding high.
By staying up till 9
Why are you
o'clock.
going
No,
something
I'm
at
good. I don't
9?
want to start at 9.
But why?
Nobody said anything about starting.
I heard-
You said 9 o'clock show. Why are
You-
you starting at, why?
He only hears what
Now
he
that
says.
you have a space, why are you moving later at night?
Prime time, baby.
I like it.
Prime time.
Right?
Most
Really?
people, when they
Really?
view TV, it's usually between 7 and 10 o'clock.
It
So,
depends-
I'm
it
telling you,
depends-
the number one show
it depends
in the
on-
nation right
Okay,
now.
I got
9
it.
o'clock.
I got it. I got
10 o'clock on
it. Tim,
Thursday,
I got
prime
this.
time.
So what you
No,
do
but
is you
this-
film between 6 and 8,
Like they
and
do
then
Letterman
you
on a
do the
broadcast.
repeats. Do the rerun of the same show at 9
At
o'clock.
9 o'clock.
There you go.
Hey,
There you go. I
when
saw
your
it.
name is on the wall, you can determine.
I was seriously.
Why there ain't no
Chuck,
brothers on the wall?
We had, like, seriously, Chuck, we talked about that. You can film any time of day you want.
We're going to.
And then you just broadcast. You
I
said,
mean, what do you
I say
know?
this though, if you got somebody that wants to do a show at 9 o'clock, then
Do the 9
why
o'clock.
not?
Why not?
That don't got nothing to do with us.
Right.
All I heard was 9 o'clock. Like, I hope
I
you
got
talking about
nothing.
us.
You
Right?
can walk your butt out of here at
It's
9
just-
o'clock and you're good.
It's
If
just
I want to hang
more
out, I'll
things
hang
to help
out.
us get to $250,000 or $500,000. I think we should go ahead. So
Yeah.
what is our goal? What is our goal for the year?
I would
half
say,
or a quarter?
I would say a quarter.
A quarter.
Would be reasonable.
All right. Currently, the goal is a quarter million minutes.
Well, dollars would be good too, but we'll start with minutes. That's
Are you guys doing Soho this year?
No.
No.
What can we bring
We
Soho
don't do
here?
Soho. Soho does Udicci.
I was gonna say Soho doesn't. You. But we could probably do something similar here.
Absolutely.
I think
Yeah,
there should
well,
be a nice networking
Yeah.
atmosphere, networking opportunities here.
This building.
That was actually one of the things
building is
that
a-
I did want to talk with you and Orlando about was, because we're going to be doing that executive luncheon at the Puerto Rican Festival. We got to figure out what that looks like
You know
on
who guests is gonna be
Friday.
yet? Who performers are yet?
No, we haven't gotten
This is far more important.
You
This is
have a
food
long
on
list
Friday.
yet?
Yeah, there was a certain.
Yeah, I thought we were talking about food on
What's the
Friday.
possibility?
Everybody and anybody.
Oh.
Yeah, we're talking about food. We were talking
Wait,
about
we're talking about food for next Thursday here?
Yeah.
Well, I think.
Okay.
Yeah,
Why'd you
we'll
say
have another
Friday?
month. We'll have-
because now we're
we'll
talking
have
about the
this.
Puerto Rican
We're in the
Festival.
process.
Oh, how do we just jump 8 months ahead?
I, like, if there's anybody tonight that may need to be drug tested,
I think it is him. His eyes are cheeky as hell.
I have no idea where you're at. Like, we're sitting here talking about what's going on.
You ever been so tired when you get numb and tingly?
Yeah,
That's where I'm at right now.
But what I want to do is actually have, like maybe the Puerto Rican Festival do a professionals night like a month or two in advance of the PR Fest. So we'd do like a networking night here.
Right.
Or, you know,
I think that'd be easy.
Right. So yeah, there's a few other things that we have scheduled already, and we'll get the schedule out to everybody. Some of the stuff that over the next 8 weeks, not only are the sets going to grow, but we're actually going to be opening up the profiles on Udicci. So what that actually will mean is that you'll be able to continue your character throughout the week, and it'll still go out on Udicci.TV. It'll just be more like you're posting on Facebook, but it'll all come out through Udicci.TV, so we can kind of keep this going throughout the week, and it's just like a social media kind of fun thing. So you'll see a lot more of that happening.
You know what I hear right now?
Charlie
Brown's teacher.
That's all I heard.
You remember the
That's what I heard at the end too.
And then when
My
we
eyes
ask, like,
glazed over.
when Tag is like, I don't understand, we're all like, yeah, we
I don't need, man, send me a memo.
A memo?
You don't
can't even get a
Facebook.
Facebook. Here's your memo.
You know, Chuck, you gotta tag Pittsburgh Steelers in the memo. Go read it.
250 million minutes. Anybody think we can get more? Because I think we can get
No,
more.
not million. 250,000.
250,000 minutes.
Yeah, 250,000.
I
Whoa!
I think we can get 1 million. I think we can get 1 million.
That's great. Well,
But quarter million.
Quarter million minutes.
So quarter million for Real Talk.
And hopefully
750,000 from Amanda.
Is there any other reason or purpose why I'm here right now?
No, not really.
Okay.
So we'll kind of be signing off. Thank you for tuning into Udicci.TV. And I guess, yeah, we're out of here. And I have some tape I could throw at this point, I guess, if that makes me an extra cool person. We're out. We're out.
You know what, Ted? Why not just one of these canvases like this, Ted?